Hello everyone, in the current session, let us briefly discuss about the pathophysiology of cardiac arrhythmias. So, why does disturbances of cardiac rhythm occur? Any disturbance in the cardiac rhythm is called as dysrhythmia, and the dysrhythmias are classified according to the site of origin of the abnormality, whether it is atrial, ventricular or junctional. And the second category is whether the rate is increased or decreased. When it is increased, it is tachycardia, and when it is decreased, it is bradycardia. And coming to the symptoms, they may cause palpitation, faintness, loss of consciousness, and they are mostly diagnosed by using ECG. Most common arrhythmias are tachycardia and bradycardia. As we have discussed, tachycardia is increased rhythm, increase in the cardiac rhythm, more number of heartbeats, whereas bradycardia is a decrease in the cardiac rhythm. There are various types of arrhythmias. For example, extrasystole, PSVT, atrial fibrillation, atrial flutter, ventricular tachycardia, AV block, ventricular fibrillation, and torsitis de pointis. Now coming to the common types of tachyarrhythmias. The common types of tachyarrhythmias are atrial fibrillation. Here the heartbeat is completely irregular. The second category is SVT. In case of SVT, the heartbeat is regular but it is rapid. And also occasional ectopic beats can cause tachyarrhythmias. Coming to ventricular tachycardia (VT). Run of 4 or more consecutive ventricular extrasystoles, and this may be sustained or non-sustained. The sustained ventricular tachycardias, that is nothing but SVT, are ventricular fibrillation and ventricular tachycardia. They are less common but they are more serious. The electrical activity in the ventricles is completely chaotic and the cardiac output ceases, especially in case of ventricular extrasystoles if they are sustained. In such case, the electrical activity in the ventricles is completely chaotic and the cardiac output ceases. Coming to ectopic beats. They are the premature ectopic beats due to abnormal after depolarization in the atria, AV node or ventricles. The next category is paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia, PSVT. In case of PSVT or paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia, sudden onset episodes of atrial tachycardia with 1:1 AV conduction occurs. The next category is atrial flutter. The atrial beat at a rate of the atria beat in case of atrial flutter, the atria beat at a rate of 200 to 350 beats per minute due to higher AV block, stable reentrant circuit of the right atria. The next type of arrhythmia is torsitis de pointis. As the name indicates, it is nothing but twisting of points. It is a life-threatening form of polymorphic ventricular tachycardia with rapid QRS complex. The characteristic of torsitis de pointis is rapid QRS complex. And the causes which may lead to torsitis de pointis is hypokalemia and hypomagnesemia. It is also associated with long QT interval. Rapid QRS complex and long QT interval are the characteristics of torsitis de pointis. Coming to ventricular fibrillation. In case of ventricular fibrillation, irregular, rapid and fraction action of ventricles occurs. Rapid and irregular action of ventricles occurs resulting in incoordinated contraction of fibers with the loss of pumping action. It causes sudden cardiac death. Very often ventricular fibrillation can cause a sudden cardiac death. Now coming to bradyarrhythmias, they include heart block and complete cessation of electrical activity. AV block. AV block occurs due to the depression of impulse conduction through AV node and bundle of His. It may also occur due to vagal influence or ischemia. AV block is categorized into three types: first degree, second degree and third degree. The third degree AV block is also called as complete heart block. Coming to first degree AV block, here slow conduction occurs and it results in prolonged PR interval. In case of second degree AV block, some supraventricular beats are not conducted and drop beats occurs. In case of third degree, no supraventricular complexes are conducted and ventricles generate their own impulses. Hence, the third degree AV block is also called as complete heart block. Now, coming to the various mechanisms which cause cardiac arrhythmia. Cardiac arrhythmias may be caused due to heart block, delayed depolarization or re-entry of action potential, and also due to ectopic pacemaker activity. And dysrhythmias or arrhythmias, they arise because of, as we have discussed, four reasons: delayed after depolarization, which triggers ectopic beats, and re-entry of action potential, which results in the partial conduction block, or it may occur due to ectopic pacemaker activity or due to heart block. Coming to delayed after depolarization. Delayed after depolarization is caused by inward current associated with abnormal raised intracellular calcium. The delayed after depolarization is caused by inward current associated with abnormally raised intracellular calcium, and this raised intracellular calcium triggers a train of abnormal action potentials, which may lead to arrhythmias. The second mechanism is re-entry. Normally, a cardiac action potential dies after it has activated the ventricles. In case of re-entry, impulse re-excites the regions of myocardium after the refractory period has subsided, causing continuous circulation of action potential. It may be due to anatomical anomalies or myocardial damage, and it underlines many types of arrhythmias. Re-entry is a mechanism which underlines many types of arrhythmias. This is a schematic representation of generation of reentrant rhythm by a damaged area of myocardium. Here the damaged area is represented by brown color. As you can see here, the damaged area, in case of damaged myocardium, it conducts impulse in only one direction. Normally, in case of normal myocardium, the impulse is conducted in both ways, whereas the damaged myocardium, it conducts the impulse only in one direction. So here it gets blocked, and this disturbs the normal pattern of conduction and permits the continuous circulation of impulse. A circular moment of action potential occurs, especially in case of reentrant rhythm. Now coming to the next mechanism of arrhythmias is ectopic pacemaker activity. Arrhythmias occur due to ectopic pacemaker activity, and it is mainly encouraged by sympathetic activity and by partial depolarization, especially from ischemia. The catecholamines, which act on the beta-1 adenoreceptors, they increase the rate of depolarization during the phase 4 and cause normally quiescent parts, which are inactive parts of heart, to take up spontaneous rhythm, and this results in arrhythmias. And several tachyarrhythmias can be triggered by circumstances associated with increased sympathetic activity. And finally, arrhythmias occur also due to heart block. Due to the blockage of conduction system, especially in the AV node, arrhythmias may arise. And in case of complete heart block, the atria and ventricles beat independently of one another, which cause disturbance in the cardiac rhythm. By this, we complete the various mechanisms which cause arrhythmias. Thank you for watching.